Hey guys, Jason here for TheChartGuys, taking a look at silver. Nice tiny candlestick today. We still have a couple hours before this candle closes out, but I don't expect any major changes, knock on wood. But this is a small spinning top candlestick, represents indecision, and it generally shows us that there's some sort of consolidation or EQ forming on a sub time frame. We'll get into that in a little bit. We're seeing daily resistance at 1665, daily support at 1592. And we're just chopping around on the daily time frame. Not really overbought, sitting at 1647, so the bulls and bears are a little bit indecisive, waiting to see what's going to happen. And when we don't have a lot of information, we can zoom in or out for clarity. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we are still in a 4-hour uptrend, and we are seeing if the bulls can get a high over 1657. If they fail to do that, we will need to take a look at the sub time frame and examine what's going on there. But this tightening range here that we talked about, that EQ just a second ago, maybe not an EQ, but some sort of consolidation. It's a tightening range, and that reflects on the daily candlestick as that little spinning top. But 4-hour uptrend is still intact. Bulls need to get over 16.57, then they will deal with that 1665 resist. They need to hold above 1626. Failure to do that looks at the downside swing, and the next 4-hour support is not available until 1602, and then 1592, that daily support. So let's go take a look at what's going on the hourly, see if we can make some sense of what's happening here. And it looks like we're getting a little bit of a weird equilibrium, possibly, on the hourly time frame. So I'm going to mark out some key levels. I see a lower high at 1651, and I see some support here at 1636 before pulling back to the upside. So quite a bit of a range on both sides, not a lot of definitive information. And I'm also going to mark down this lower high, 1648. So we've established a nice little range here. There's more resistance established so far than support. Not a red flag in itself, but we do need to watch out what happens here. There's more barriers to the bullish opportunity currently than there are for the bulls, than there are for the bears. There's currently more of an obstacle to move to the upside than there is to move to the downside. We'll get a little direction possibly by looking at the 15-minute trend. We can see that we are in a 15-minute downtrend, and in this case, there's the same rules apply on every time frame. We're just looking for support and resistance. If we close under 1644, pull back, that's going to almost confirm a 15-minute downtrend. If that 15-minute downtrend does indeed play out the way we are looking at it, all that will do is result in a little bit of a downswing, possibly setting up that new higher low that we expect to see on the hourly time frame. Eventually, that will break, and we will see a little bit more of a conclusive move with a little bit more of a definitive slant offered to us by the markets. And this is how the markets tell us what they're going to do. Price discovery, set up a range, break, price discovery, set up a range, price discovery, break. You get that sort of thing. Anyway, exciting setup, good potential here in the 4-hour time frame. Daily is not overbought, and it is looking good. Bulls can definitely continue should they so choose, but watch that 4-hour EQ, see how it develops, and we will check back in on the silver markets tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it, and love your comments and all of the cool stuff you guys do. I just love you guys like charts. That's awesome.